And ready for my arrival, worm.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Oh my God, what an episode. Hey, shout out to Amazon. Like, Amazon was like, look, we know that y'all were complaining about this animation quality that we had in the first few episodes, but that's okay, because for the last 2 episodes of the season, we put $100 million extra on the production budget, because god damn, if these animations weren't absolutely fucking crisp. Ah, yo, I thought I was watching a completely different show. I was like, damn, why do y'all look so clean? Animation quality stepped up. It's kind of like they fired the studio that was working on the first half of the season and then brought in a new better studio like Mappa to work on the last 2 episodes of the season, because I was locked in. First off, shout out to my man Rex. All right. My boy Rexplode. Oh my god. I knew he was not long for this world. As the comic book reader, but they had made these subtle changes to his character in the show. And I was legitimately hoping he was gonna make it out. Like, a part of me, in deep down in my soul, I knew my man was dead. But I held out hope that maybe his fate was gonna be different. But it wasn't. He went out like an absolute fucking G. And that's on top of all the character development that my man went through this season, dog. He went from being an asshole to being a reliable team leader, to being a reliable friend, to being that guy that was ready to move on and find something else in his life. And then just as he found that thing, just as he found Ray, he had to sacrifice himself to save his friends so that they'd be able to get away from this version of Invincible. Shout out to my boy. That broke my heart, dog. Like, what do you listen? You don't got nothing else to throw. What are you gonna throw now? What you gonna detonate? My skeleton. Oh my god! And the music that played, and then Ray was on her way to help that man. Oh, Rex. Oh, that hit me. That hit me in the chest. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to be emotionally abused like this. And I mean, I was, but at the exact same time, I wasn't expecting that it was going to be this bad. To the cast of the entirety of the Invincible War, all like 18 of you, 12 of y'all is ass. 12 of y'all was out there getting beat by like B rank heroes. Some of y'all was out there getting your ass beat by C rank heroes. It was 100% pathetic on a lot of y'all parts. And I feel as though a lot of those versions of Mark were the ones that didn't train, didn't go through these life or death situations. It was basically smooth sailing. So there was never like that Zenkai boost to get him up, to get him ready, to get him in fighting shape. Which is one of the reasons that I love that Cecil and Donald were able to clock that super early when that fucking no-name Invincible got absolutely mauled and eaten by the damn zombie robot things. Where they were just like, yeah, nah, a lot of these, they're not nearly as strong, anywhere near as strong as our version of Invincible. Yeah, because a lot of these Marks, I would say their power level is probably on what Mark was before he fought Battle Beast, which is pitifully weak, absolutely weak in so many different ways. I'd say right now Mark's probably maybe just under Omni-Man due to the fact that he's been working out with the Global Defense Agency, and then he was having those life or death battles with the Viltrumites in space and then back on Earth. So I'd say he's probably like 2 pegs below Omni-Man strength wise. Like, if Omni-Man is in the 100% at the top, I'd probably put Mark at like 83% or something along those lines in regards to strength. Or I would say in regards to like Viltrumite strength potential. Everybody that motherfuckers got wiped. However, I did enjoy the the last little ring that they did with the final survivors of the Invincible War, where they're all standing around and you really get a sense of their personalities, where one of them really misses his mother. Like, his whole reason for coming to this universe was basically to kill that universe's version of Invincible and then take Debbie back to his own reality. The Viltrumite one just wants to expand his empire because he's the emperor. He wants to be able to jump to other realities and conquer them. Sinister Mark's just there for fun. My man is just there to kill people. That's it. Like there's no upper brain thought in regards to Sinister Mark. My man is just there to kill people and keep him moving. Omni-Man Mark was the one I think that killed his dad. I don't even know how he pulled that off, because he's another one who's woefully weak. But and then you had, I'm wondering, that other Invincible, was he gay? I feel as though like that's what they were implying, where in that universe, him and William are in a relationship the way in which our Invincible and Kate is, and William is his special person, and then they might have died, and that pushed him over the edge where he just started murking people, because he was like, nah, I want to see William. I was like, seems as though there's a little bit something there. I don't know. I mean, all these different variants of you, there would definitely be one variant of you that's definitely like who's definitely gay. And if that's the reason why you're here, that's very, very interesting. That you're willing to wipe out an entire planet in order to get your boyfriend back. That's like, if I had a nickel, but I'm just saying, in the last 2 years that's been 2 nickels of people willing to wipe out an entire planet in order to get their boyfriends back, which is absolutely wild. Angstrom Levy, being an absolute fucking loser that he is hilarious on so many freaking levels, where he thinks that he's like this really, really just this great mind who's doing something in order to save the world, when in truth all he's causing is absolute death and destruction and nothing but pain. And he doesn't see that. Way too many variants of him knocking around inside of his head where he's absolutely fucking evil and absolute fucking douchebag. So him basically getting his comeuppance, and I like the foreshadowing that the episode tends to do, where the cybernetic guys drag him through the portal and they repair him, but when he's doing the deal with the other Invincibles, they're watching like in the shadows, like, we don't trust this motherfucker. Like, we're gonna install a few contingency plans on your brain when we update you to make sure that you don't betray us. Them automatically activating that, fucking cinema. Now, one of the things that pissed me off is the fact that my man decided to like sit out half of the Invincible War. Like, he showed up. Did he beat anyone? I mean, he kind of beat Mohawk Mark. He was kind of washing Omni Mark and Mask Mark. But then Eve got hurt and he just kind of noped out of the entire thing. Like, he was just done. Look, for people who are new to the Invincible show, new to the Invincible universe, this is not the first time Adam Eve is going to get her ass absolutely fucking whooped and tore up. And also, Angstrom Levy's bitch ass is definitely coming back. So, you know, this like, be prepared for situations where Mark is supposed to murk the enemy and something happens to Eve and he's just like, oh my God, I'm in shambles. I have to save my wife. It's like, no, you got to kill these threats and then save your wife. Like, she's fine. Don't worry. She's like a phoenix. If she dies, she'll probably come back. But the ending, finally, we got my boy Conquest. Stand by for my arrival, worm. I don't like the voice. I'm sorry. I wanted to like the voice. I don't like the voice. On multiple rewatches of that scene in particular, I feel as though they definitely should have went with a more deeper, gruff voice. Christopher Judge, Kratos, that's a good option. I forgot his name. The guy who does the voice for Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that's a good option. What's his? I forgot the character that he plays, and I only ever remember his character from Sons of Anarchy. The actor who played Opie, he does a lot of voice acting work, and I forgot what I had recently just heard him in. He's also fantastic. Like, I feel as though Conquest should have definitely had a really, really deep, threatening voice instead of military instructor. Like, as soon as he showed up, he was like, stand by for my arrival, worm. It's like, who is this? Is this General Brash Tactics from Helldivers 2? Like, is that who you got? to voice Conquest. He sounds exactly like him. Like, I was literally expecting him to go, the only thing good about a bug is a dead bug. Like, I don't like the voice, but I'm 100% excited for the throwdown that's going to happen next episode. Also, the episode being like an entire fucking hour long. Yes, please, can we get more of that? I'm really hoping that the final episode is 1 hour as well. It's going to be super fucking dope. That's a lot of energy to have this early in the morning. This episode got me hype as hell. But I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think about Invincible episode 7. I don't remember what the name of the title is because it's literally like 4 in the morning. But let me know what you guys think about it. Comment down below and I'll catch you in the next one.